Thank you, Mr. Chair, and thank you all for being here today. This hearing, as you know, was, as the chairman mentioned, was supposed to be in Boston, but I want to just thank Congressman Auchincloss and Moulton for hosting us for just a fascinating day to learn about biotech, and we look forward to more conversations about this issue. There are two sides to biotech. On the one hand, boundless possibilities, and on the other hand, existential risks. Our job is to make sure those possibilities, from curing diseases through new medicines to eradicating hunger through new crops, happens here in America. And that those risks, including the CCP's efforts to use biotech to potentially harm Americans, are addressed. With that in mind, I think it's only fitting to show this side-by-side of Steve Rogers, before and after the U.S. military used advanced biotech to turn him into Captain America. In all seriousness, the CCP is conducting human experiments to develop soldiers. I'm not kidding. They're developing experiments to make human soldiers have biologically enhanced capabilities today. By some reports, it's even researching mind-reading software to ensure CCP officials remain loyal to the party. You can't make this stuff up. And the CCP is not content to simply experiment on its own soldiers or read the minds of its own officials. They are collecting large quantities of genetic data from Americans. This is because of companies like BGI Group, which sequence DNA right here in America. This committee has already begun to take action by introducing the Biosecurity Act, a bill to ensure foreign adversary biotech companies do not gain access to U.S. taxpayer dollars. Now, however, we need to do even more. First, we need to draw a line in the sand and ensure biotech innovation reflects our values. This means holding bad actors accountable and imposing outbound investment controls on CCP-affiliated biotech firms. The administration just took groundbreaking action on this very issue in its recent executive order, creating data privacy guardrails to stop Americans' genetic information from flowing to foreign countries of concern. The CCP cannot be allowed to impose its values on the very genetic fabric of humankind. Second, we need to invest in innovation and the talent that makes it possible. We must prioritize investment in STEM education and uphold our status as a welcoming haven for immigrants. A great number of students arrive here for education, obtain their green cards, and then consequently or subsequently establish their lives here in America. That is indeed the story of my own father, who came to this country as a student, obtained his green card, and then taught engineering to thousands of students for 40 years at Bradley University in Peoria, Illinois, which is currently represented by Darren LaHood.
Well represented.
Well represented. Consider the untapped potential for innovation if other promising students who sought to remain in America but were unable to secure green cards were actually allowed to stay. Let us embrace talent wholeheartedly and leverage it to the fullest. Third, let's keep outcompeting the CCP. That means we must not only invest in people, but also work in close collaboration with allies and partners to discover and manufacture biotechnologies. This means investing in research. It means funding basic science, advanced science, and every type of science in between. Let's imagine a world where a blind child's vision can be restored or cancer can be cured. It is possible here in America. After all, remember the mRNA vaccines that saved us during the pandemic? That happened here in America, not in China. Just like we did with mRNA vaccines, let's make it happen here in America. In closing, the competition with the CCP and biotech is make or break. If we win, it will propel our nation light years ahead and improve the lives of countless Americans. But if we lose, we face a bleak future of superhuman soldiers and designer babies. So we must and we will win. Thank you, and I yield back.